Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis, and it is Unfocused. We are unfocused to close out this week as we are talking about the NBA playoffs. Of course, the conference finals just wrapping up, and the NBA finals getting on their way. We'll have a recaps of game 1 and 2 next week, but we got to talk about first finish off of the conference finals as well. So let's get into that right away. Here we go. And as you see, the NBA playoffs, the conference finals, the Knicks just steamrolled the Cavaliers. The Knicks have had an unbelievable stretch. Remember, they were down 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks, and everyone's like, oh, this series is over, or the Knicks are nothing. Their coach is going to, Mike Brown's going to get fired. But no, then they went on and they won the rest of that series. They swept the Philadelphia 76ers and they sweep the Cavaliers. So they are on a warpath right now, are the Knicks. They're hot, they're getting rolling, and they are going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Thunder and Spurs game 7 last Saturday night was a big one. And boy, Thunder were up 3-2 in that series. Spurs get the win at home in game 6. Then in game 7, it was Wemby. Wemby took over, looked phenomenal. He was passionate. He knows just a young team obviously the Spurs fans are used to look at all those years with the Duncan and Parker and Ginobili, and now they're going to go back to the NBA Finals after having 3 struggling years and getting all these draft picks. So congratulations to the Spurs. So I believe this is going to be the 8th straight year since there's been no repeat NBA champion. We know we had the Bulls era back in the 90s. Then you had the Heat had theirs. The Warriors had theirs. So we're going to have another new NBA champion, and the NBA Finals began on last night. And they'll have it on Wednesday and Friday, and then it's not till Monday. So next week on the show, we will have a recap of games 1 and 2. I believe those ones, I'll check but I believe those ones are in New York. And I think it's going to be, and this is a rematch of the finals as well. This was the start of the Spurs dynasty last time when the Spurs and the Knicks met. And I believe the Spurs won it, and that started everything. So we'll see if that'll happen this time. The Knicks, I watch a lot of New York media. I always have Michael Kay show. Michael Kay's been an inspiration and the voice of the Yankees and watching all his stuff. So we're getting a chance. I've been able to watch a lot of stuff about the Knicks. They're pumped. They're excited. They haven't had a great basketball team in a long time. And the fact that they're in the NBA Finals, that's awesome. And we shall see how that goes. Let's see here. I'm looking at it right now. I think the Knicks had the better record, but the Spurs were a 2 seed. So it will be in San Antonio. So that series starts in San Antonio, and we'll see what happens after that. So we'll have a recap next week. Next Monday and Tuesday, we'll update you on the Stanley Cup final and the NBA final, because of course next week will just be an update, and then I believe the next week will already be over, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's been busy. And then we're not really unfocused about much after that as well. So that is the NBA Finals, and that's the conference finals. Congratulations to the Knicks and the Spurs. Should be a fun, and then for a guy that likes to see new teams in it every year, that's what you've been able to get. So great job there. Month of June, Hello Chicago Network is celebrating Pride Month for you folks who bring it up every episode. I'm openly out, bisexual, came out about 4 years ago, and we honored mental health awareness, which has a lot to do with my life. So does Pride, and it would be wrong if I did not talk about this as well and bring this up. So this is definitely a very important part of my life. So I decided, let's do that. Let's talk about it. I'm kind of giving facts every single day, and that's what I've done so far this month. Talked about Stonewall Uprising on Monday. Talked about the first Pride Parade on Tuesday. Yesterday, talked about the founder of Pride. Today, the official recognition. President Bill Clinton first declared June Gay and Lesbian Pride Month in 1999 and 2000. President Barack Obama expanded this to LGBT Pride Month in 2011. So that is your fact for the day. And again, this is a sports show, but I want to honor that as well because that is a very important part of my life. So if you guys are upset with that, then it's on you, because this is a very important part of my life, and I know, and it's nice to be able to be accepted and all that other stuff, because some places you're not, and there's some countries where you can't say it. And I know some people are uncomfortable with it. It took me a while to finally accept this as well, but I'm open. I'm getting married next April to my fiance, Renee, and I can't be more excited for that, as that stress will start building as the planning gets closer. But happy Pride Month. So that don't forget, tomorrow we're back. See, we're working 5 days. This isn't work. I love doing this. I don't get paid for it anyway. This is a hobby, but I love doing it. Tomorrow, Fan Focus Live, Cubs Giants, 1:30 Central, approximately. We'll be on a little late, but we're going to be on talking Cubs Giants, the opener from Wrigley Field. So we'll have that on YouTube. I might watch the game from the beginning, because I got a haircut, so I'm going to try to get done with that as quick as possible, then get up and here and do Fan Focus Live. So excited for that. I'll be back in the Cubs corner all week. I believe next week as well. You know why? Because that Yanni took over. He says he's in Paris. I think he's in my studio, locked out of it. This week and then next week as well. I believe I'll be here from the Cubs corner. I think next week might try to do outside. It's supposed to be in the 90s when we record this, so should be exciting as well. But Yanni wants to be invited to my wedding. Guess what, Yanni? Tomorrow night you're going to get your invitation. So there. So as long whatever you get to leave me alone. So tune in to Raise the Bar TV crossover every Friday 9 p.m. They're also Stump Yanni. He thinks he's smart. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's a nutcase. He's my alter ego. Apparently, he's my inner thoughts. He wants to be invited to my wedding now. I can't get away from him. Now he's French, but he's speaking Spanish. I have no clue what's going on. Okay, that's going to do it for us. Again, Fan Focus Live tomorrow. Next week, we'll have more playoffs. I'm Ryan Yanishatis from the Hello Chicago Network. Don't forget, comment below your thoughts of the NBA. Also, it's Pride Month. If you have any stories, love to hear them. Talk about them as well. I'm Ryan Yanishatis from the Hello Chicago Network. And we're the focus of Chicago sports. Okay, now let's. It is Pride Month. It is very important to me. Came out openly bisexual on National Coming Out Day in 2020. Was it 2022? Came out October 11th. I came out to my parents and my family June and July of that year. So it's been 4 years that I've been started to come out. My fiance, Renee, we started dating. We'll be together 4 years now in August of this year. And we're getting married in April of 2027 in Vegas. So this is very important to me. And I talked about mental health. Well, this is also that was very important to me. This is very important to me as well. So, so I appreciate it. And everyone has their own story of coming out, of dealing with things. So at the end of every episode this month, we're going to talk just a little bit of information about Pride, because everyone's like, oh, it's being forced down our throat and we don't want to hear about it. And why do you guys get it and straight people don't? Why don't straight people get it? Well, you get every day. Because for something like you see, every team has Pride night, and I respect that, and I think it's awesome. And then you got the people that say, oh, I don't never do that. But I appreciate the teams that do it. There are teams that don't do it. And I know there's religious beliefs behind it. Baseball is a very religious game where I'm Jesus first and all that. I know it's against religion too, same-sex marriage. And I get that. You've heard people talk about it as well. So what is it? Ivy, he's talked about it. So, I mean, I get it from all aspects. We just want to be heard. We want to be accepted. We don't want it thrown in our face because of this. If we like the same sex, who cares? It doesn't affect you at all.